illustration of how we need international solidarity with migrants, with refugees, with Palestinians seeking justice in the occupied territories, with indigenous people here on stolen land, that we also need to localize our struggles and internationalize our struggles at the same time, which is to say that Mohamed Jabaly, the filmmaker tonight, was denied a visa by the Canadian government. Despite very excellent letters written by members of the Concordia community, he was denied on the grounds of not having enough money and not having family members in the city. And it's absurd that he wasn't allowed to come and be here tonight. The good news is that he will be here via Skype. So Mohamed Jabaly is a 26-year-old Palestinian filmmaker and artist from Gaza. He has been working in several organizations and projects, training kids and young adults in filmmaking and photography. He has done several short films, documentaries, and music videos since 2011. Mohamed is a member of the General Committee of Expression Artists and member of the Union of Palestinian Artists. His first feature film, Ambulance, won the FIPA d'Or Award as Best Feature Documentary in the section Reportage and Investigation, and won the Jury Award for Best Documentary at FIPA in France. He also won a Palestinian local award called the Sunbird Award for Best Documentary Film during the Days of Cinema in Palestine.
I joined them, and because I got the access, first of all, from the hospital, and I didn't want to be at home waiting the danger to come to me. So I have decided to, and I told myself, if something happened, I want to be in a front. I want to use my tool, my camera, to show pictures, to take pictures, to be a part of the action if something happened. And when the attacks, the bombs started, I joined the ambulance unit directly, and I got the permission from the hospital, and then it's a start, and at least for 51 days, which is I didn't plan, because it's like everything was like without any plans, like to stay this long. The development of the film, like I have shot the materials and everything, and then I start developing the story when I got the time and the space to be able to work. Yeah, I found the producer, and then we start developing it as a like step by step. As a film, it has like its own life of professional production, of course, and to be here in Europe and to edit the film in Europe, it was like, of course, we need to find a producer, and we need to find me, like not we first of all, because like when I end up I got stuck in Norway because I couldn't go back to Gaza, and because of the border situation. Then I start trying to find things to do. So I start watching the material there, and I start doing a cut and meeting and like introducing my work for people. And then I got my producer. It's a very long story, and of course, like it has its own life as a feature documentary, and like I went, like I have pitched the film into IDFA in a big forums like Nordisk Panorama and IDFA, so it was not easy process also to get like the whole production fund in place. I followed, like, in general, like how I decided, I followed like a structure, because like first of all, I haven't, like, the amount of materials which I have, it's like not so much. It's around 15 hours of materials, but all these materials has like every like moment has a story, and it has a lot of action and driving and a lot of injury. So I have decided to make a balance between the pictures and to choose like the right picture, because like as an audience for you, like you can't, like I didn't focus on the violence because we are tired of seeing blood and stuff like that. I tried as much as I can to keep the balance between you, like as a human being, want to see this, but in the same time, I didn't want to focus on the violence and the blood and all these things. So it also developed by the time and by watching and in the editing room, of course, like all this like built up to get like the correct or the right pictures to be uh, to be shown and to be, yeah. Of course, I'm in touch with him, but because of my situation recently, the immigration department in Norway have decided to they reject my working permit, and I have to leave. They asked me to leave Norway, and I left. Now I'm in London, and so I couldn't be in touch with him, like at least in the past 2 months. But I'm always calling him, and we are more than family, and also not just Abu Marzouk, some other ambulance member. We are also on Facebook, and so from time to time we talk, and we still keeping it up. And Abu Marzouk always asking me to marry, and I don't know what to do. In the very beginning, Abu Marzouk and the ambulance team in general, especially Abu Marzouk, he was like not happy that's me with a camera being, with him, because he knows like it's really responsibility, and he doesn't know me, and who's me that's like who gonna sit next to him and filming everything. And so he was not happy in the beginning, and he agreed to have me because of my connection with the hospital. And so it was like not a few photographer or like few video journalists like who got the access to to be to be in the front. And one of them, I mentioned the guy who got killed in the attacks, Rami. He also joined an ambulance unit, but he he's now not here. He passed away. So it's very, I mean, dangerous, and in the same time, it can interrupt their work. But I tried as much for first, like not just with my camera. I tried to be a part of the team. I didn't want just to have the camera and to just to be trying to catch everything. No, was the beginning. I played like, or I tried to break all the rules between us, or like break the ice. We became friends and humor, and even though like difficult times and stuff, but in the same time, I tried as much as I can to be like with them as a member, not as a friend, and like to help. And I always was like, when they need me, I put my camera away and help. And when I see that in my eyes, even though I have a little experience with first aid, but I still have the energy to do and to help them. So it was always not easy. Always when I watch the film in general, like I got really tired, and like it's not easy for me to watch that again and again. But especially this, when I recorded all this, I was watching it all the time, especially like when I went home after that night, I was really watching it. Like maybe I spent 2 hours just like lying on my bed and like repeating the video on my camera, because there was no electricity actually in that time. So I was reverse, like holding my camera and watching again and again and again, and trying to understand what's happened, what what could happen if was the missile in other direction, or like in a wrong, in a mistake, and it could be us. So I felt I learned a lot, and it's I always like there is a picture between my finger was like press the shutter speed of the camera, because I was using a DSLR while I'm filming, and there is always a picture. I will still have it, and they call it like it's between two lives, and it's like 1 second, one frame, and this frame, it really means a lot for me, and it gives me like more meaningful for like when I see that, like I appreciate every moment that I'm still alive and I'm still want able to tell this story, and to be able to continue and telling the whole world what was happened during that time. And so it was always not easy for me to start watching the materials, and like because I lived that, and but for me to be watching that again and again and again, it's really it's I got a lot of gray hair, but you can't see it. It was the most time I ever see like journalists and video journalists and reporters in Gaza in that time. And of course, like many journalists, they were jealous, of course, because I have special access and they see me. And I got actually an offer from like big agency, like to be able to deliver a footage for them. But in the same time, I refused that, because like I even though Abu Marzouk, I told Abu Marzouk there are some agencies they want me to do things for them, and he said you can do whatever, just do whatever you want. But at the same time, I felt no, this is not why I'm here, and this is I kept it for I haven't sold any of my footage for any agency, and I got offered to be able to do the same as the other journalist does, but I felt like I'm there in a different reason. I mean, I never be I have never I never been working for like any agency or a press agency in Gaza. And in that time, as I said, like they offered me something, but I refused. And and it's I don't know. It's like you see all these journalists who standing and fighting to catch an image, and they could have more images than mine, but in the same time, where these images goes and where is this disappeared, and you just see in the news 1 minute of all this footage, and it doesn't give you like a story. And I could say what I shot, like it's really like comparing of people's story, what I saw in real eyes in that time, it's nothing. It's my story. It like okay, I managed to tell something, but I swear if I like called my camera and I went to street now in this time, you will see in every Gazan eyes or Gazan man or woman or child a story. They inform the people, but like it's just ridiculous the way of they are informing the people. That like imagine somebody call you and said like okay, leave your evacuate your house, I'm gonna attack it in 1 minute. So this is not informing, this is like it's like a terror, you know. It's like make you crazy. And this is okay, they inform, and it can okay, it can help in somehow, but it doesn't help in the same time, because anyway your house will be destroyed, somebody will be killed. And this is like I don't know if it's if I call it informing. I don't think so. I'm actually now what I'm trying to do while I'm here in London, to develop my next film. I have been filming while I'm in Tromsø a lot. I have filmed and followed the story about also Gazan guy. He crossed the Mediterranean and he seeked asylum in Norway. It's not about the way, but how he ended up there, and in the same time trying to tell like the immigration system, how they look like. It's like they punish people in a different way, and I was filming and following these guys in a house where these asylum seekers live together, stranger in many different countries from the Arab world, different countries from Africa. They live together, they share their own life experience together, and they cook food together, they do other things. So I'm gonna try to show you how this life within this house while they are waiting to get their permit, and but in the same time connected to my story being there in Tromsø and what I did, and now it's end up on me that I have to leave, and they reject me, and it has to do not with like it has to do with politics, my name and my country and my city. It's not about their argument that like I have to be educated. The argument that the Norwegian immigration department rejected my working permit, which based I got 2 years contract to develop a new film and to be able to travel with my film, this film. The reason that's it's just ridiculous. The reason they reject my application that because I don't have a film education to be working as a director in Norway. And I'm a member of the Norwegian Film Association and the Norwegian Guild of the Director Guild of Norway. So I don't know. So it's life is beautiful, as I'm always say, and I hope I'm still fighting them while I'm here in Norway. I'm not fighting, but I have decided to go to court because I feel this is the way to go. And unfortunately, we don't have a film school in Gaza, so that's something. So will be like my next idea. I will do what I can to develop it while I'm here, and yeah. What I really want the audience to take from this, that's to be aware of this can happen anywhere, not just in Palestine, not just in Gaza, and you see the whole world what is going, and I want I'm really I just need them to. I don't want them to feel sorry or to feel we don't need money. It's not about money. It's not about food. It's about just being a human lives on this on this world, just to feel the same and to share and to be together and to stick together, and that's what really we need.
Well, you have solidarity here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your brave and beautiful film, and we look forward to seeing your next one. And we hope a government is wise enough to let you come visit. Thank you very much,
I
Mohamed.
hope so.
Take care.
I would love to come to Canada. See you. Thank you so much.